Good morning, traders, and welcome to this week's weekly market analysis, Monday, the 28th of October. All right, this week, quite a bit of data coming out. A couple of the highlights for you. On Wednesday from Japan, we have an interest rates decision and monetary policy being released. Also on Wednesday, we have our own local inflation figures, which are due out. So key to see how our inflation is going and what may happen with our interest rates. And then on Friday, the highlight for the week and perhaps the month from the US is non-farm payroll job numbers, which are due out. I have everything listed to my side, so please take note. With that said, let's kick off and start with our analysis. This morning, we'll kick off with the Aussie dollar. If we take a look at the Aussie dollar, there's a level here which I've identified as a possible support level. The market has acted on that level one time, two times, and we are approaching it right now. So the trade that I'm looking for is, as the market starts to get towards this area, I'm looking for evidence that it will reverse. So I'm looking for price action reversal to occur here. Once I get that, that's my confirmation to become a buyer there. So specifically, I'm looking for an inside candle, an engulfing candle, hanging man, any of those patterns that indicate reversal. And if it happens in or thereabouts in that region where I've marked out, that's a very high probability that the market could be rebounding. So that's the Aussie US dollar. Let's move on. Let's have a look at the Euro USD. Very, very similar. Okay, very, very similar. The only difference with this one is that we are pretty much there right now. The current candles that have displayed there, that's not an indicator of reversal. So I'm monitoring these candles to see if I actually can get a reversal pattern. So to show you, let me just color it in. Let's say, for example, we had a candle that went down like this, maybe a little bit of a wick, and then immediately followed with a blue one, something like that. Okay, and note that this low is lower than that previous low there. Then that would be my indicator. At the break of that candle, I could become a buyer. So just highlighting to you something, what it may look like. Okay, it hasn't happened yet, so it's on my radar. And that is the Euro USD for this week. Let's move along, have a look at the GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD is actually, when I look at this, we already have a nice engulfing candle. Now, first of all, there's the support level. Okay, so you see that the market's gone up off that level on two occasions. We are there right now and we're looking for the reversal to see if it can actually bounce up. So let me just zoom in a little bit and let me highlight it for you. The blue candle, let me point at it, this one here is engulfing the red candle there. So it actually already happened. Now, when did it happen? Let me just check it happened on Thursday. So on Friday, this is the little red one is Friday's candle. So if you traded this correctly, you would have entered the market at the open, which was here. So that would have been your entry level. So when the market opens this morning, let's see where it opens, and then you make a decision. If you feel that it's there or thereabouts in that region, if you want to take the trade, well then by all means, it's there ready for you. Okay, so there you have it. We just got to wait for the market open. Let's see where this morning's candle open. It may open around about this area there somewhere, and let's see what takes place from there. Okay, all right, let's move along. Let's have a look at the US yen. US yen this week, I don't actually want to do anything on this one. I look at this chart, give me one moment. We're kind of, this region here is kind of in no man's land. There's no support levels, no resistance levels. We're not really in an established trend. All it's done is retraced back. The only thing that I can think of, which I don't really talk too much about in this class, but okay, so I've just done a Fibonacci retracement, and so basically from there all the way to there, the market has retraced, believe it or not, right on the Fibonacci number 61.8. So if there's anyone that's a little bit more aggressive, okay, and believes in Fibonacci retracements, there is a trade there to basically trade back in this direction. Okay, but I'll leave it at that. I don't normally talk about fib levels, but it's the only thing that I can see on the US yen. If you feel comfortable with it, then by all means go for it. Okay, let's have a look at Brent oil. Okay, I was tracking this resistance level where the market had come down, and I was hoping it would get to there. It didn't quite get there, and you can see that it shot down. Now, we didn't take a trade on that. At the moment, from the current level where we are, there is nothing that I want to do here. So I'm just going to wait this one out, let the chart develop a little bit more, and let's see what comes up next. Okay, so oil this week, we do nothing. Last one for the week, let's take a look at gold. Gold is going into record highs, and of course there's a lot of turmoil going around at the moment globally, lots of war, fear. Whenever there's uncertainty, we tend to move towards the certain minerals, specifically gold. So a lot of cash moves into gold. So we can see that results here with this unprecedented. We're in record highs and we continue to push up. So the only thing that we've been trying to do is on every pullback, we've been trying to buy in. Okay, but if you're not in this or you feel it's too high and you're uncomfortable with it, well then just sit this one out. But with gold, the strategy is as long as that turmoil continues, on the pullbacks, we're looking for entry points to continue in the direction of the trend, which is quite obvious in this direction. Okay, so there you have it. That pretty much wraps up our analysis for this week. Guys, again, I've got listed over here the highlights in terms of data. Australian inflation data coming out on Wednesday, Japan monetary policy and interest rates decision also on Wednesday, and then on Friday we have from the US the non-farm payroll job numbers. So look out for those. Have a great trading week, and I'll speak to you next week for the weekly market analysis. Bye for now.